A quiet suburban street at night. Houses like silent sentinels under a dim, yellowish glow. The air hangs heavy with foreboding, an unseen presence lurking in the shadows. Windows emit a feeble light, barely piercing the suffocating darkness. An unsettling stillness blankets the neighborhood, amplifying the sense of dread. Each shadow seems to conceal a hidden threat, fueling the ominous atmosphere. The silence is broken only by the distant whisper of wind, carrying unseen horrors. In her softly lit bedroom, Sage's young face is framed by the warm glow of a desk lamp, a picture of youthful concentration. Yet, beneath the surface, her furrowed brow hints at a deeper turmoil, a silent storm brewing within. The weight of unspoken thoughts casts shadows on her face, revealing a struggle hidden beneath the studious facade. In the quiet of her room, Sage battles unseen challenges, her youthful determination tinged with a hint of vulnerability. A sudden thunder crack echoes through Sage's bedroom, jolting her from her reverie. Startled, Sage fumbles her phone, the device slipping from her grasp. The phone clatters to the floor, the silence that follows amplifying Sage's unease. Sage stares at the fallen phone, her heart pounding in her chest. In the hallway, Sage is frozen. The hallway lights flicker. The flickering lights cast long shadows. An ominous atmosphere fills the hallway. Sage trembles, caught in the eerie light. Night descends as fierce winds drive rain against the house, each drop a stark reminder of the storm's fury. The windows shudder under the onslaught, blurring the line between shelter and vulnerability. Darkness presses close, punctuated only by the sporadic flashes of lightning illuminating the scene. Every gust seems to whisper secrets against the glass, tales carried on the storm's breath. The house stands defiant, a lone beacon amidst the tempest's relentless assault. In the dim hallway, Sage's heart pounds, a frantic drum against her ribs. A storm rages outside, mirroring the tempest brewing within her. Fear grips her, not just of thunder, but of something deeper. Her eyes dart around, searching for an escape from the unseen. The hallway seems to close in, amplifying her inner turmoil. She clutches her chest, fighting the rising tide of dread within. Sage sits on the floor, knees pulled to her chest, a silhouette against the window. Outside, the storm rages, its fury mirroring the turmoil within Sage. Rain streaks down the glass, blurring the world and isolating her in the dimly lit room. She is lost in thought, the storm's roar, a constant, oppressive soundtrack to her solitude. A sudden lightning flash rips through the night sky, briefly illuminating a deserted street. Silhouetted against the stark light, trees sway violently, caught in the storm's fierce grip. Darkness descends again, punctuated only by the rhythmic drumming of rain and the howling wind. The elements rage on, a symphony of nature's raw power unleashed upon the unsuspecting world. A violent lightning flash illuminates Sage's bedroom, casting long shadows that dance with her rising fear. The sudden light reveals Sage's face, etched with raw terror and bewildered confusion. Her eyes widen, reflecting the storm's chaotic energy as she struggles to understand what is happening. The darkness returns, swallowing her fear, leaving only the echo of the storm and her racing heart. Rain lashes the windows of Sage's room, the glass distorting the world outside into a blurry, indistinct landscape. A palpable sense of unease hangs heavy in the air, thick enough to taste. Shadows dance ominously, cast by the flickering light, deepening the sense of foreboding. Sage's voice trembles, cutting through the storm's roar. Why does it feel like this? Shadows stretch across the living room as Sage enters, the power out and the silence deep. Moonlight paints the room in ethereal shades, highlighting the stillness. Dust motes dance in the silvery light, each a tiny star in the quiet darkness. An eerie calm settles, broken only by the soft whisper of unseen movements. The room breathes with secrets, waiting in the moonlit hush. Sage's eyes dart across the familiar living room, a subtle unease creeping into her expression. A small glass jar sits innocently on the shelf, catching the light, an anomaly in the familiar setting. Her brow furrows slightly as she focuses on the jar, a silent question forming in her mind. A sense of subtle displacement washes over her as she gazes, trying to recall if it was there before. The jar seems to exude a quiet mystery, a silent intruder in her otherwise ordered world. Sage feels a prickle of unease as she stares at the jar. sensing that something is amiss. A glass jar sits in the living room's dim light, holding secrets within. Inside, a folded piece of paper hints at untold stories, waiting to be revealed. A smooth stone rests alongside the paper, its surface cool and enigmatic. The stone emits a faint, ethereal glow, casting subtle shadows that dance around the room. The light pulses gently, as if the stone holds a hidden energy, a quiet power. The jar sits silently, a beacon of mystery in the otherwise still room. Sage's heart thumps, a frantic drum against her ribs. A moment of hesitation hangs heavy in the air. Her hand extends, drawn by an unseen force. Fingers graze the cool, smooth glass of the jar. In the warm light of the living room, she carefully unscrews the glass jar, releasing a whisper of aged paper. Her fingers, hesitant yet eager, delve into the jar's depths, ready to unearth the hidden secret. The aged paper unfolds, its delicate surface revealing a single, enigmatic sentence. The weight of history and anticipation hangs in the air as she absorbs the words, her expression unreadable. The simple sentence holds the key to a forgotten tale, its meaning poised to change everything. In the gentle light, Sage sits alone, a book open in her hands, her expression thoughtful and serene. Her eyes scan the lines, absorbing each word with a quiet intensity. Faith is not the absence of fear, she reads, her voice soft but firm, echoing in the silent room. It's choosing to trust while fear is present, she finishes, a subtle nod of understanding on her face. In the living room, Sage's eyes widen, reflecting a sudden shock. Confusion clouds her face as she stares intently at something. She swallows hard, her throat tight with rising tension. Her mind races, trying to decipher the mystery before her. The jar sits innocently, yet ominously, in the room. Sage feels a growing unease, unsure of the jar's origin or intent. In the living room, silence hangs heavy as she reaches for the stone. Her fingers brush against its surface, a subtle connection forming. She lifts the stone, its weight surprisingly comforting in her palm. A faint warmth emanates from the stone, a silent invitation. She holds it close, a flicker of curiosity in her eyes. The stone rests in her hand, a silent promise of secrets yet to be revealed. The house stands silent against the backdrop of a receding storm. Distant thunder rumbles, a faint echo of the tempest. The air is heavy, charged with the electricity of the aftermath. Shadows lengthen, stretching across the lawn as the storm moves on. A lone tree sways gently, its leaves glistening with rain. The house seems to breathe again, released from the storm's grip. Sunlight streams into Sage's bedroom, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air as she sits at her desk. Her gaze is fixed on the stone, her expression now a mask of thoughtful contemplation. A sense of calm pervades the room, a stark contrast to the turmoil she previously displayed. The stone rests before her, a silent enigma holding secrets yet to be unraveled. Raised voices echo, a harsh symphony in the kitchen. Sage, 10, lingers outside, unseen, listening to her parents argue. The sounds of conflict are a familiar morning ritual for Sage, each word a painful note in her young life. As the argument escalates, Sage's small face begins to crumple, the weight of the words pressing down on her. Her eyes glisten with unshed tears. As the tension within the kitchen reaches a fever pitch, she stands frozen, a silent witness to the turmoil, her heart aching with a sorrow beyond her years. In the quiet of her room, Sage clutches the stone, its cool surface a stark contrast to the turmoil within. Her fingers trace the stone's ancient patterns, seeking solace in its silent strength, a desperate plea against encroaching doubt. A flicker of uncertainty crosses her face. The stone offers no answers, only its cold, unyielding presence. Doubt deepens in Sage's eyes. Her resolve wavers under the weight of unspoken fears. In a bustling school hallway, Sage navigates through a sea of students and backpacks, her movements precise, yet detached. Laughter echoes from her friends near the lockers, their joy a stark contrast to the isolation enveloping Sage. An invisible wall seems to rise between her and her friends, separating her from their shared happiness. Her gaze lingers on their carefree smiles, a silent longing for connection etched on her face. Sunlight floods the classroom, yet Sage sits distracted, her focus lost in a sea of unspoken worries. Her eyes dart around the room, never truly landing, her mind elsewhere. She struggles to grasp the teacher's words, each syllable fading into background noise. Dust motes dance in the sunlit air, a silent ballet unnoticed by her troubled gaze. The classroom buzzes with activity, but Sage remains isolated, trapped in her thoughts. In the bustling cafeteria, Sage sits isolated, a solitary figure amidst the lively chaos. She listlessly pushes food around her plate, her appetite lost in a sea of uncertainty. Her brow furrows slightly, betraying her inner turmoil. She feels lost and confused, echoes in the air, reflecting Sage's internal state. In the dim light, Sage sits on her bed, her figure a silhouette against the soft glow of the night. Her gaze is fixed on the ceiling, lost in the labyrinth of her thoughts. A deep sigh escapes her lips, the weight of her problems pressing down on her. Her shoulders slump, her body language revealing the exhaustion and despair she feels. The room is silent, save for the soft rustling of the night, amplifying her sense of isolation. Her eyes reflect the faint light, mirroring the inner turmoil that consumes her. Sage stares blankly, lost in thought, her unfocused gaze drifting aimlessly around her dimly lit bedroom. Her eyes fixate on a crumpled piece of paper resting forlornly on her nightstand, a silent beckoning. The memory of the message floods back, a stark reminder echoing in her mind. Faith is not the absence of fear, a narration whispers, a guiding light in her moment of doubt. In the quiet confines of her bedroom, Sage gathers herself, her breath deep and steady. A subtle shift in her eyes reveals a newfound resolve, a quiet promise to confront what lies ahead. The soft light of the room casts long shadows, mirroring the weight of her decision. A single step forward symbolizes her commitment, a tangible start to a daunting journey. The air is thick with unspoken challenges, each one a step on the path to resolution. Sage's gaze hardens, focusing on the unseen obstacles with unwavering determination. Sage enters the warm, sunlit kitchen, her steps measured, approaching her parents with a mix of apprehension and resolve. A deep breath steals her as she prepares to speak, the kitchen's familiar setting a stark contrast to her inner turmoil. She hesitates, her eyes reflecting a storm of unspoken words, bracing herself for the conversation ahead. Taking a breath, she gathers her courage, the silence amplifying the weight of her unspoken thoughts. The moment hangs heavy as she steels her resolve, ready to break the silence with a truth that trembles on her lips. Amidst the school hallway's hustle, Sage pauses, sunlight catching dust motes around her, a breath held in preparation. Her friends gather close, a silent circle of support forming around her, their faces mirroring concern. Sage's voice trembles, a confession hanging in the air. I don't know where to start. It's just, everything feels so overwhelming right now, she admits, the weight of her emotions palpable. Friend one reassures her, a soft promise. We're here for you, Sage. You can tell us anything. Friend two nods, reinforcing their bond. Yeah, don't feel like you have to bottle it up. We're your friends. Sunlight floods the classroom, illuminating dust motes as Sage pores over textbooks, her brow furrowed in deep concentration. A renewed sense of purpose radiates from her, palpable in the quiet intensity of her focus. The determination etched on her face hints at battles fought and victories hard won in her studies. Each page turned is a step forward, fueled by an unwavering commitment to her goals. In the sun-drenched calm, Sage embodies resilience, her spirit undeterred by the challenges ahead. The classroom transforms into her sanctuary, a space where knowledge and ambition intertwine. In the quiet of her room, Sage sits surrounded by textbooks, a pool of soft lamplight highlighting her focused concentration. Textbooks tower around Sage as she tackles her homework, determination etched on her face. The glow of the lamp casts a warm light as Sage works, a growing sense of confidence blooming within. Hope and determination fill Sage as she continues through her homework, the night air still and calm. Ominous clouds gather, signaling another storm's arrival as darkness descends upon the tranquil afternoon. Sage stands solitary on the porch, her silhouette framed against the backdrop of the approaching tempest. She gazes outward, an unreadable expression on her face as the first fat raindrops begin to fall. The wind picks up, rustling the leaves and carrying the scent of rain and distant thunder. The sky darkens further, and the storm intensifies, mirroring a brewing conflict within Sage. She remains motionless, a silent observer as the world around her is consumed by the storm's fury. Sudden lightning rips across the sky, briefly painting the dark street in stark relief. The world is illuminated, and then plunged back into shadow. But Sage remains unfazed. Each flash reveals a determined figure amidst the storm's fury. Sage's resolve stands firm against the backdrop of the raging tempest. Standing on the porch, a subtle shift occurs, a quiet awakening to a world beyond the everyday. A sense of awareness begins to bloom, delicate yet profound, as if a veil is lifting. The air crackles with an unseen energy, connecting the individual to a grander, unseen tapestry. A profound, unspoken connection resonates, hinting at an expansive, shared consciousness. On the porch, vines sway as sunlight paints dancing dust motes. Dark storm clouds retreat, their bellies fading into the distance. A moment of clarity dawns. Storms didn't come to destroy everything. Some came to clear what no longer stood strong, I realize. Sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled shadows on the old wooden porch. A gentle breeze whispers through the trees, rustling leaves in a soft, melancholic symphony. Wooden planks creak softly, each sound a memory echoing in the quiet afternoon air. A comforting presence lingers, a silent promise of resilience in the face of unseen storms. Some came to remind you that even when the sky is loud, something steady still exists beneath it. The porch stands as a testament to enduring strength, bathed in the golden light of a new day. On the porch, Sage pauses, a serene expression gracing her face as she prepares to embrace the moment. With a gentle sigh, she closes her eyes, surrendering to the tranquility of her surroundings. Sage breathes deeply, drawing in the essence of the air. A moment of peace settles over her. Sunlight bathes the wooden porch, each plank glowing warmly as dust motes dance in the illuminated air. A gentle breeze whispers through the leaves, creating a soft, soothing melody. Shadows sway gently, painting fleeting patterns on the aged wooden floor. Narrator's voice, soft and resolute, fills the air with a quiet strength. "I trust," she says softly, her words like a fragile promise carried on the breeze. Her voice trails off, leaving a silent echo of hope and determination hanging in the sunlit air. Weeks later, Sage stretches towards the shelf in her bedroom, anticipation etched on her face. Her fingers grasp at empty air where the jar should be, a sudden jolt of disbelief in her eyes. The empty space on the shelf screams of absence, a silent accusation hanging in the air. Her expression shifts from confusion to dawning horror as the reality sinks in. It's gone. Soft light fills Sage's bedroom as she smiles gently, a sense of peace settling over her. Her eyes gleam with newfound strength, reflecting a journey completed and a battle won. She looks at the jar, now merely an object, its purpose fulfilled and its magic released. A quiet sense of triumph radiates from Sage as she realizes she no longer needs external support. In this moment, Sage stands tall, a symbol of self-reliance and inner peace, ready to embrace the future. In her dimly lit bedroom, Sage's fingers tighten around the stone hidden in her pocket, a tangible weight of past hope. She pulls it out, her gaze searching, questioning. The stone remains inert, its glow extinguished, a silent testament to loss. The absence of light reflects in her eyes, mirroring a fading belief, a stark contrast to what once was. The stone's dull surface reflects Sage's somber mood, amplifying the sense of lost enchantment. In the quiet of Sage's bedroom, a sense of profound understanding dawns. She is serene, bathed in the soft light filtering through the curtains. No longer needing outward tools, her strength emanates from within. A subtle smile graces her lips, hinting at the wisdom she has gained. Her eyes, once searching, now reflect a deep, unwavering inner peace. Sunlight floods Sage's Spartan bedroom, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Sage sits upright in her simple wooden bed, her gaze fixed on some distant point. Her expression is calm, resolute, a quiet strength emanating from her. Narration: faith wasn't a feeling, it was a decision. A peaceful bedroom, bathed in soft light. The bed is neatly made, a picture of tranquility. Silence hangs heavy in the still air. Dust motes dance in sunbeams. A sense of calm pervades the room, Order and serenity define the space. Under the open sky, Sage wanders through the park, her face lit by a serene smile. Her footsteps are light, her movements unhurried. Each step she takes seems to resonate with a quiet sense of inner peace. Sunlight filters through the trees. The park embraces Sage in its tranquil atmosphere. In the park's serene expanse, a young girl sits alone on a bench, her small frame a picture of utter desolation. Tears cascade down her cheeks, each drop reflecting the depth of her sorrow. Approaching cautiously, I am drawn to her palpable distress, my heart softening with each step. Kneeling beside her, I offer a gentle smile, a silent promise of comfort and understanding. The world fades away as I focus on providing solace to this solitary figure. In the quiet park, a connection forms between two souls, one seeking comfort, the other offering it freely. In the sun-drenched park, Sage shares a tale with a young girl, her animated gestures painting vivid pictures in the air. Sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled shadows that dance around them. Sage's voice drops, drawing the girl into the heart of the story. It began with a storm, unlike any I had ever seen, Sage recounts, her eyes reflecting the tempest. And then, I found the stone, she whispers, her voice trailing off into the rustling leaves. The girl's smile radiates pure joy, a serene expression transforming her face in the warm sunlight. A gentle breeze whispers through the park, rustling leaves like soft applause to her newfound peace. Her eyes close, and she embraces the moment, a deep breath filling her lungs with the scent of life. The subtle shift in her demeanor speaks volumes, revealing a transformation orchestrated by Sage. Her peaceful stance suggests a profound and lasting change, a quiet victory echoing through the park. In the park, Sage walks with a gentle smile, her footsteps echoing softly on the path. The sunlight dapples through the trees, casting a warm glow on her face as she walks. Each step feels lighter, imbued with a sense of profound gratitude. She reflects on the lessons learned, her heart filled with quiet joy and peace. The park embraces her, a sanctuary of serenity and reflection on her life. Under the radiant sun, Sage begins a solitary walk down a peaceful street, framed by houses and trees. Sunlight streams through the canopy, casting dappled shadows that dance along Sage's path. Each step carries Sage further into the tranquil embrace of the sun-drenched street. The golden light bathes everything in a warm glow, accentuating the quiet beauty of an ordinary day. A heated argument unfolds on the busy street, voices rising above the urban hum. Hesitation flickers across my face, a silent battle between caution and conscience. A deep breath, and I commit to stepping into the fray, a resolve hardening my gaze. I start moving towards them, a figure of intervention against a chaotic backdrop. The group is so engrossed in their argument that they fail to notice my approach. Under the open sky, tensions simmer as a dispute unfolds. A conflict escalates, casting shadows over the faces of those involved. Sage steps forward, her expression calm yet determined. With newfound wisdom, she begins to navigate the troubled waters. Her words, carefully chosen, seek to bridge the divide. A resolution begins to dawn, hope flickering in the air. Residents line the street, their faces alight with heartfelt gratitude towards Sage. A palpable sense of community appreciation radiates from the crowd, directed squarely at Sage. Each beaming face tells a story of positive change, a testament to Sage's impact. The air buzzes with unspoken thanks, a chorus of appreciation for Sage's efforts. Smiles stretch wide, reflecting the depth of gratitude felt by each member of the community. A visual symphony of appreciation, showcasing the profound difference Sage has made in their lives. In her quiet bedroom, Sage sits at her desk, bathed in the soft, warm glow of a desk lamp, her brow furrowed in concentration. She is lost in thought as her pen hovers over the open journal. With each stroke, she captures her innermost feelings, transforming them into written words. The room is silent except for the gentle scratching of her pen, a symphony of introspection. Sage lies still in her bed, covers pulled high as a fierce storm batters the world outside. Rain lashes against the window, mirroring the tempest within her, yet a slow smile begins to bloom. Her gaze fixes on the ceiling as the storm's roar fills the room. She realizes that storms don't mean she's lost, they mean she's growing. Sage stands amidst a vibrant field of wildflowers, their colors painting a breathtaking canvas across the landscape. A clear, boundless blue sky stretches overhead, promising endless possibilities and adventures. Sunlight bathes the scene, casting a warm glow that accentuates the natural beauty surrounding Sage. The gentle breeze whispers through the field, carrying the sweet fragrance of blossoms, creating a serene moment. Golden sunlight bathes the endless field, each blade of grass swaying in a gentle dance. A symbol of newfound freedom. A sense of liberation washes over the scene. The air vibrates with the quiet triumph of challenges overcome. A path now clearly defined. The character stands tall, silhouetted against the horizon, embodying resilience and self-discovery. With a deep breath, the character savors the sweet taste of victory, a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. The vast expanse of the field mirrors the boundless possibilities that stretch out before the character. Bathed in sunlight, she closes her eyes, a serene smile gracing her lips as a gentle breeze whispers through the tall grass. The field stretches out before her, an endless expanse of green and gold under the boundless sky. She feels the warmth of the sun on her skin, a tangible reminder of life's simple pleasures. A deep sense of gratitude washes over her as she savors this perfect moment of peace. With eyes still closed, she embraces the beauty around her, a silent thank you for the gift of life. Sage lies in her bed, the soft glow of moonlight painting silver streaks across her serene face. Through the window, a tapestry of stars unfolds, each tiny spark a distant beacon of hope and dreams. Her eyes, wide and contemplative, trace the constellations, finding solace in their ancient patterns. A gentle breeze whispers through the open window, carrying the scent of night-blooming jasmine into the room. The world outside fades into a hushed symphony of crickets and rustling leaves. In this quiet sanctuary, a sense of peace washes over Sage, a tranquil embrace that soothes her weary soul. Sage's room is quiet, reflecting the calm after a storm. A soft light filters through the curtains, illuminating the peaceful space. She sits on her bed, a serene expression on her face. There will be more storms, she knows, but she is unafraid. A subtle resolve hardens her gaze as she contemplates the future. Sunlight bathes Sage's face as she sits on the edge of her bed, a serene smile gracing her lips. A gentle light catches the subtle reflections in her eyes, hinting at the depths of her recent journey. The soft smile deepens, revealing a newfound confidence and peace within her. Her posture relaxes, embodying a sense of quiet strength and self-assuredness. A silent promise hangs in the air, a testament to her trust in herself and the unfolding future. Sage stands alone on the mountaintop, a solitary figure against the backdrop of the boundless sky. The wind whips around Sage, a tangible force mirroring the surge of empowerment within. Sage's gaze sweeps across the vast landscape, taking in the majestic expanse. The mountaintop vista stretches out before Sage, symbolizing freedom and possibility. A solitary figure stands atop the windswept mountain, the world stretching out beneath them in a breathtaking panorama. The sun beats down, highlighting the hard-won triumph etched into their determined features. A deep breath fills their lungs, carrying the crisp mountain air and a sense of profound accomplishment. The past fears now seem distant, mere shadows against the bright landscape of their present victory. A resolute gaze is cast towards the horizon, where new challenges and unknown adventures await. Standing tall, they embrace the future with unwavering resolve, ready to face whatever comes next. Sunlight bathes the mountaintop, a vast expanse of sky stretching endlessly. I inhale deeply, the crisp mountain air filling my lungs with invigorating energy. A subtle smile graces my lips, a testament to the strength I feel within. The wind whispers tales of resilience as I stand tall, a beacon of confidence. My gaze sweeps across the horizon, embracing the world with newfound vigor. Years later, gentle light graces Sage's face as she sits at her desk, lost in thought. Her brow furrows in concentration as she pens a letter to her younger self, a poignant message across time. The room whispers stories of a life lived, books and mementos standing as silent witnesses. A half-empty teacup sits beside her, a forgotten comfort in the intensity of her reflection. In the quiet of her bedroom, Sage begins, her voice soft yet strong, ready to share a transformative tale. She speaks of a storm, each word painting the sky's fury and the sea's unrestrained power. Her hands shape the story of a stone, ancient and mysterious, found amidst chaos. Wisdom gleaned from the storm shines through her eyes, a quiet strength illuminating her face. Sage weaves the narrative, connecting the elements of nature to the depths of human understanding. Bathed in ethereal light, an older sage kneels, reaching out to her younger self, a poignant bridge across time. Her face etched with unwavering determination. She closes the distance, hope shimmering in her aged eyes. Her voice, a soothing balm, echoes through the room. Have faith, little one. Never give up on your dreams, she implores, her words laced with the wisdom of battles fought and won. Even when it feels impossible, she whispers, her touch a lifeline of hope in the face of despair. In her tranquil bedroom, Sage carefully seals the letter, a soft smile playing on her lips. The wax imprints, a final touch to a message of hope meant to transcend time. A sense of serene peace envelops her, a quiet strength in her eyes. She trusts in the resilience of her younger self, a beacon of faith shining within. Turbulent waters lie ahead, but Sage knows her younger self will emerge stronger. The letter is a promise, a whisper of guidance across the years, filled with hope. Under the vast sky, Sage walks along the beach. The rhythmic crash of waves accompanies her peaceful steps. Sunlight glints on the water, a serene backdrop to her solitary walk. The gentle breeze carries the scent of salt and freedom. A sense of contentment washes over Sage. The endless horizon mirrors her tranquil state of mind. The sun beats down on the golden beach, each grain of sand shimmering with warmth, life, and the promise of endless days. Gentle waves caress the shore, whispering secrets of the sea, of journeys taken and horizons yet to be explored. Footprints fade into the wet sand, a testament to a life fully lived, each step purposeful, each moment cherished. The air is filled with the scent of salt and freedom, a symphony of nature's beauty, a reminder of love and joy. Peace settles over the scene, a quiet contentment, a sense of purpose fulfilled. As the sun dips towards the horizon, the boundless ocean stretches before me, a mirror to the endless possibilities of the future. Salty air whips through my hair as I stand on the sandy shore. Cool grains of sand shift beneath my bare feet. My journey is far from over, but a sense of acceptance dawns. I stand resolute, ready to face whatever the future holds. The beach stretches out, kissed by the sun and sea. As I inhale deeply, the salty air filling my senses, a feeling of profound gratitude washes over me. A silent thank you to the universe for all its gifts. My eyes close for a brief moment, savoring the peace and tranquility of the ocean's embrace. The warmth of the sun on my skin, the gentle breeze, nature's symphony creating a moment of pure bliss. A genuine smile blossoms on my face, reflecting the inner joy and contentment I feel at this moment. Standing there, I am one with the beach, the sea, and the sky, a perfect moment etched in time. On the endless beach, Sage's solitude is profound, the only sound the whisper of waves against the shore. She bends, sifting through the myriad of shells and pebbles, her touch gentle and searching. Finding a smooth stone, she lifts it, the sunlight catching its surface, making it gleam. The stone fits perfectly in her palm, a tactile connection to the earth beneath her feet. Lost in thought, she turns the stone over and over, its simplicity a mirror to her own journey. In the quiet vastness, the stone in Sage's hand becomes a symbol of resilience and reflection. She stands at the edge of the beach, the vast ocean stretching before her, a stone clutched tightly in her hand. With a deep breath, she throws the stone, a symbol of her past, into the water. The stone disappears beneath the waves, taking her old burdens with it. She walks along the beach, her steps light, her heart beginning to fill with a sense of hope. The sun shines on her face, illuminating her path forward as she embraces the promise of the future.